TV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Hello and welcome to Headlines Now on Ndtv-Hindu. I'm Ramanathan. Tomorrow is the day of the big nationwide bandh across the nation. Opposition parties are planning to get out on the streets to protest against the recent hike in fuel prices. An opportunity for the opposition to show their strength and for others to make political statements. In fact, we now have our reporters on standby with all the information. In fact, Bertila and Salim will join us later on this bulletin with details on transport and the security arrangements. And Shabir will also be joining us later with all the political angles. We will bring you all that and how the bandh will affect you, the viewer, in just a bit. But first, the headlines. Get ready with alternative transport nationwide bandh tomorrow. Autos and trucks off the roads, rail rocos expected.
The bandh is in the interest of the people.
DMK seizes the moment to play favourites back from the protest, perhaps indicating support to the DMK. D-Day for the NLC stalemate tomorrow. The management and unions expected to reach a middle ground tomorrow. Dhoni's childhood sweetheart Sakshi Rawat soon to become Mrs. Dhoni, Indian captain, to tie the knot tonight. What 5 cyclists started now have a group of over 900 following. Cyclists ride all the way to Mahabalipuram. Well, brace yourself for a nationwide bandh tomorrow. Autos and trucks will be off the roads. The state government has said that MTC buses and the trains would run as usual and shops will remain open. But that might not happen. Opposition parties are expected to stage rail rocos and force shopkeepers to down shutters. In fact, sources tell us that the CPIM and the All India Forward Bloc are planning to organize a rail roco near Central in the morning, and the EMU services may be hit for a while. Well, our reporter Bertila now joins us with more details on that. So tell us, Bertila, how will you and I be affected tomorrow due to this bandh?
Well, Ram, as you clearly mentioned there, all the buses will be on the roads tomorrow. So all of you who are going to take buses and travel across to your offices, I think you'd really not worry about the traveling thing, because the buses will be in service as usual. But as far as people like me who take the trains or the EMUs or the MRTs, I think we might be in a state of confusion tomorrow, as the opposition party, the CPM, has planned for a rail roco outside the central station, which is a major point for both the EMU services as well as the MRTS services. So those of you who are planning to take trains tomorrow, it would be a better option for you to take your bikes out or to travel in one of the buses tomorrow. And the auto presidents as well as the lorry owners associations have clearly stated that their autos and lorries will not be on the roads tomorrow, and they will also strictly follow the bandh for tomorrow. So buses seems to be the best option for all of us now, Ram.
Right, Bertila, thanks a lot for joining us with the details as far as the transport goes. Meanwhile, the Chennai police have tightened security in the wake of the 12-hour bandh. City Police Commissioner T. Rajendran has warned of severe action against those miscreants who attempt to stir peace during the strike. He said that the police would not tolerate any violence, and those who indulge in blockade of road or rail traffic, and also those who compel shop owners to down their shutters, would be severely dealt with. Extra policemen have been posted in bus depots to deter miscreants from indulging in violence on the premises.
It's a hartal on 5th of July, and we have taken certain actions already. We are mobilizing our strength. We will ensure that all essential supplies are maintained, like milk, water, things like that. And we will also ensure that nobody forces any shops or establishments to be closed. And it should be like a normal day. That is what we are preparing for. And anybody who tries to disrupt any kind of normal functioning of the day, the police will deal with them very severely.
All right, our reporter Salim now joins us with more details on that. Salim, the opposition parties are geared up, except for the PMK, of course, are very geared up for the protest tomorrow. In fact, we're hearing that there are going to be rail rocos and shops are going to be forced to shut down. So how much is the police prepared to deal with the situation tomorrow in the city, Salim?
Around 10,000 police personnel have been mobilized in the bandobast duty. Sources from the police department say that places of congregation as well as important railway station like Central Railway Station, Egmore Railway Station and the other railway terminal as well as the other bus stops as well as bus depots and other vital installation as well as central government offices will witness heavy police presence. Now, these 10,000 policemen will report to duty at 4 in the morning till 6 p.m. as well as sources from the police department very clearly say that in terms of any mishappenings, the public can contact the local police station or they can also call the control room 100 and they can pass on the message. The police also say that apart from these policemen, there will also be several policemen who will be on the reserve beat. So, if there is any mishappening, the police are very clear that they say that they will deal this with an iron hand. Ram?
Right, Salim, thanks a lot for joining us with the latest. Let's hope that the Bandh tomorrow goes off peacefully and all the arrangements of the police actually work. Moving on, as TN-based parties including AI, DMK, CPI, CPM and the MDMK will protest tomorrow, the PMK has seized this opportunity to indicate its political preferences. The PMK has said that it will not participate in the protest tomorrow. So basically, it is in the same platform as the ruling parties and their allies. The PMK says that they have refrained from the protest as it will inconvenience the people, but the CPI says it is fighting for the rights of the people.
கண்டிப்பா அப்படி சொல்வதற்கு வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. இந்த பந்தை பொறுத்தளவுல அகில இந்திய அளவில் இருக்கிற கட்சிகள் இந்த பந்தை அறிவித்திருக்கிறார்கள். தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருக்கிற சில கட்சிகளும் இதில் பங்கெடுத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். பாட்டாளி மக்கள் கட்சியை பொறுத்தவரையில் இந்த பந்த் என்பது, இந்த விலையேற்றம் என்பது, பெட்ரோல் கேஸ் விலையேற்றம் என்பது ஏற்புடையதல்ல, அதை திரும்ப பெற வேண்டும் என்பது பாட்டாளி மக்கள் கட்சியுடைய கருத்து. ஆக அதே வேளையில் இந்த விலையேற்றத்தினால் பாதிக்கப்படுகின்ற அதே மக்களுக்கு மீண்டும் ஒரு துன்பத்தையும் துயரத்தையும் ஏற்படுத்துகின்றது போல் எந்த ஒரு நிகழ்வும் நடத்தக்கூடாது என்பது பாட்டாளி மக்கள் கட்சியினுடைய மருத்துவர் எங்கள் ஐயாவினுடைய எண்ணம். பாட்டாளி மக்கள் கட்சியை பொறுத்தவரையில் இப்போது திமுக அணியில் நாங்கள் சேர்வதற்காகத்தான் இந்த பந்தில் நாங்கள் இணையவில்லை என்கிற கருத்து ஏற்புடையது அல்ல எங்களுக்கு.
When we protest against anti-people policy of the government, it's not correct to equate it will affect the people. See, it is in the interest of the people. So, this is to protect the people who have given the call. Say, we have asked the people to observe and to participate in the but it's not against the people.
Right, our political reporter Shabir Ahmed has been following this story from the political angle today. He now joins us live. Shabir, not only is it difficult for us as people that, there's going to be a Bandh tomorrow, but then there's also a lot of politics being played with it. So what is the situation with all the various political parties with regards to this Bandh tomorrow?
Well, Ram, the reports we are getting at this point in time is that tomorrow the left parties will be on the streets of Chennai protesting against the petrol diesel price hike, and in fact BJP will also be staging a road roko near Spencer's. That is what the reports we are getting at this point in time. In fact, parties like the DMDK have still not made up their mind whether to participate in the Bandh or not, because in fact what the party sources do tell us is that they are not against the Bandh. That is what the DMDK High Command is actually thinking at this moment, but in fact it has not extended its support to the other political parties who have been demanding, who have appealed to the DMDK that they have to join the protest, and the CPM, the left parties and the AIADMK is also waiting for a confirmation from the DMDK, but in fact so far the DMDK has kept itself silent, and they are not, the sources do tell us that they are not going to react to this appeal. And as well as the PMK is concerned, the PMK is announced that they will not be participating in the Bandh for a larger perspective. In fact, their preferences is to not to antagonize the DMK or the Congress at this point in time. That seems to be very clear. And for parties like MMK have extended their support, and the trade unions have very clearly said that they are not going to participate in this this protest. In fact, the traders and the shopkeepers have announced that there is more a kind of political game which is being played with the petrol diesel price hike. So they are quite clear that they are not going to participate in this protest, but trade unions have announced that they will be a part of this protest. In fact, the CITU and the AITUC will be in full strength tomorrow.
Right, Shabir, if I can interrupt you, speaking about the PMK, which of course is the interesting development here, the fact that the PMK has said that it will not take part in this protest very categorically, is it an indication that the PMK is also extending a warm hand towards the DMK and the ruling government?
Yes, definitely. At this point in time, they don't want to antagonize the DMK and they don't want to also antagonize the Congress. So that is something, perhaps the message is quite clear that by keeping themselves away from the protest which is being called by the opposition parties, it is quite sending across a clear indication to the DMK and the Congress High Command that they are always ready for an alliance and they are in favor of these parties. So in fact, the DMK has very clearly invited PMK for an alliance, but still the PMK is at the stages where it is consulting that whether to join the DMK alliance or not. But in fact, politics seems to be high on agenda for the DMK at this point in time, rather than going and joining hands with the opposition and antagonizing the ruling DMK and the Congress.
Right, Shabir, thanks a lot for joining us with all those inputs and the insights. Let's hope that the Bandh tomorrow is the least damaging as possible. Well, time to take a short break on Headlines Now, but on the other side, development takes a hit as people protest against the new MRTS line in the city. We will get you more on that in a short while.